The New York Rangers have a few really solid defense prospects currently in the system, but one in particular is ZacJones, a left-handed defenseman who played for the University of Massachusetts in the NCAA level. Obviously, that's a very good program, has produced a ton of talent, and definitely a guy who has a lot of upside. This is a guy who hasn't quite solidified his spot in the NHL, but has played quite a few games over his career so far. Over the past 3 seasons, has about 38 games played total over the last 3 years. And overall has flashed some really good talent in the last 2 years, mainly playing with the Hartford Wolfpack, and has some very good seasons there, especially offensively, really producing a ton of points there. So really showing his offensive talent, as well as kind of refining a bit of his defensive game as well, because he is known mainly for his offensive game, his really good skating skills, great hands, pretty solid shotting, underrated shot, if we're being honest, can quarterback a power play. And we'll kind of dive into that a bit more in a second. But I think overall, though, this is the guy who will be fighting for that 6D-man spot alongside Braden Schneider on that third D pair. Schneider is a really good two-way, bit more defensive kind of guy on that right-handed side there. And then you also have that left spot open now, who could either be, I would say, Ben Harper, the new guy they brought in, Gustafson, the offensive guy, or it could be a guy like ZacJones, for example, who's another offensive guy who has played actually with Braden Schneider. Pretty much whenever ZacJones has been called up, he has been playing with Braden Schneider. So I do think that, overall, they have a bit of decent chemistry together. I think they fit quite well together because you have that guy in ZacJones who's the more offensive, skilled kind of guy who is not a complete liability defensively, but definitely needs to work on his defensive game overall, with a guy paired like a Braden Schneider who is offensively decent, has a really good shot, I think, a really good slap shot. Just a pretty smart player, decent passer, decent puck mover, but nothing insane offensively by any means, but a really solid, sound defensive kind of defenseman. I'd say more of a two-way guy, but definitely has a really solid defensive game, can definitely lay the body. I mean, he will scrap anyone, he'll fight, he'll hit. He can definitely lay the body. He's a big, really strong, tough right-handed defenseman in Braden Schneider. So I think they fit really well together because, ZacJones is, only 5'10", 179 pounds, 180 pounds. So he's not the biggest guy in the world. Needs to maybe add a bit more muscle. I think he's probably done that over the past few years as well, just because, once he's got to the AHL, playing pro hockey, you're going to have to, beef up a bit, obviously playing in the NCAA D1 level, one of the better, organizations in all of NCAA. You're still going to be playing and using all that good equipment and obviously having the right trainers and strength coaches and all that good stuff. But I think overall, once you get to the pro hockey, the AHL, it's obviously going to take that to a whole nother level. So I'm sure he's added some more muscle, gotten stronger, gotten better overall, gotten faster. And that's what you got to do once you get to pro hockey. And I think he's done that. He's played pretty well over the last couple of years in the AHL. And taking a look at his stats, though, he's only 22 years old as well. Turns 23 October 18, so will be 23 for pretty much this entire season. He's a former third-round pick back in the 2019 draft by the Rangers, number 68 overall. And, this is obviously a fantastic pick. Let's be honest, here's an absolute steal in the third round. And, this past season with the Hartford Wolfpack, had 54 games played, 8 goals, 23 assists, 31 points, a plus 16, which is something to really take note of as well, because the season before that, back in 2021, 2022, was minus 4 in 52 games played. We'll get to the points there in a second, but obviously that plus minus got a lot better. I'm not saying that's the end all be all plus minus, but definitely it's nice to see that his overall game has definitely gotten better, and I think that's definitely kind of showing that there a bit. Obviously not quite, it's not on the best side in the world to take a look at for how good he's playing defensively, but I think overall that does kind of show that his overall game has gotten a bit better. And then the playoffs this year as well was amazing for the Hartford Wolfpack. 9 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points, plus 3. Definitely played really good there. And with the Rangers this year as well, 16 games played, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. Not bad at all. The season before that, though, again, had a really strong year. 52 games played, 9 goals, 26 assists, 35 points. The points, yes, dropped a bit. Had 2 more games played this year, 4 less points. But I think overall his game got a lot better. His defensive game definitely improved. And it's just overall, just hockey IQ and just sense got better in his third year of pro hockey. So that's nice to see as well. But I think also that year with the Rangers, 12 games played, 2 assists. Not bad, but nothing insane. And the year before that, his last year at UMass, had 29 games played there, 24 points, 9 goals, 15 assists, plus 17, was absolutely dynamic for them. One of their best players, if not the best player. He was absolutely amazing there. And also with the Rangers that year, because after he, played a bit with UMass, his season ended there and he came over to play with the Rangers for a bit. Had 10 games played, 4 assists, so not bad there at all. And played for the Team USA at the World Championships as well that year. 10 games played, 3 points. That's against some of the best, pro hockey players from all over the world, not in the NHL. So definitely really good to see there. +5 there as well. Not bad at all. I do think it's more than likely going to come down to Gustafson or ZacJones for that last D-man spot. So I do expect him to definitely put up a fight for it. And he might honestly win it. I mean, let's be honest here. Gustafson could be that good 7th kind of D-man guy. And I think ZacJones definitely has a good shot, or at least a decent shot, of making the roster at a camp, and it could definitely happen. We'll see how he plays in the preseason and all that good stuff, but I definitely think it's possible. We could see him, on day 1, game 1 of 82, we could see ZacJones on the Rangers lineup right beside Braden Schneider, who he's played with in the past as well, and they've looked pretty solid together, have a bit of chemistry, so that is nice as well. Also won a crap ton of awards as well, so we're going to kind of break all those down right now. So these are all the NCAA ones that he's won in 2021. So he's got all USCHO first team. He's got won the championship in 2021 as well, was the all-tournament team as well in that championship run. Was the East second All-American team, was the Hockey East champion, was the Hockey East second All-Star team as well. All that in 2021 with the NCAA, as well as in 2020 was All-Rookie team for Hockey East as well. So absolutely fantastic there. In the USHL, also won a bunch of awards as well. Was All-Rookie team in 2019, was Rookie of the Year in 2019 as well, and also won second All-Star team in 2019 as well. So absolutely fantastic there. Was also the WJAC in 2019 champion as well. So obviously he's won a ton of stuff. There's some things to work on though. Like I said, his offensive game is quite amazing. His vision, his passing, his stick handling, his skating, it is all amazing. He has a really underrated shot, I think, overall. It's great one-timer. It's not the hardest shot in the world, but is quite accurate. He can definitely potentially be that quarterback on that PP2 this year for the Rangers. He's been doing great as the quarterback in the AHL in the power play, so I think overall his offensive game is amazing, but it's definitely the defensive side of things that he needs to work on. Defensively, just his stick, getting a bit stronger, getting a bit more physical. Definitely needs to work on that kind of stuff. He's not the physical guy at all, really, but definitely needs to add a bit more muscle, a bit more strength to that body. But overall, his offensive game definitely makes up for his defensive, things that he's lacking there. But he definitely can get better defensively. And we have seen like Adam Fox, who's not the biggest guy in the world, but is definitely more than capable of holding his own defensively. Is a pretty solid, definitely a really solid defensive guy as well, and Adam Fox. So I think ZacJones could definitely learn a thing or two from Adam Fox. They're fairly similar type builds and stuff, so there's definitely something to take a look at there. He definitely could learn a thing or two from the Norris Trophy winner, Adam Fox. And I think, a year or two under kind of his wing, maybe learning from him a bit, definitely could be absolutely massive for ZacJones' development over the next few years. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys please smash the like button and definitely comment down below your guys' thoughts on ZacJones potentially winning that 6 D-man spot, being paired up with Schneider, and potentially learning a bit from Adam Fox as well, as they're fairly similar type players here and there. That's for sure. But thanks for watching, and see ya.